Rice, it's in your sushi, your stir-fry, and even in your cereal. But how did this simple grain become the most consumed food on the planet? Spoiler alert, it's a story full of innovation, trade routes, and cultural revolutions. If you're curious about how this humble grain shaped the world, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now let's dive into the history of rice. Picture this. 10,000 years ago, somewhere along the Yangtze River in China, a farmer picks up a wild grass seed. They plant it, nurture it, and boom, a revolution begins. That little seed, it's the ancestor of what we now know as rice. The earliest evidence of rice cultivation dates back to around 7,000 BCE in China, making it one of the first domesticated crops in human history. Archaeologists have found rice grains buried in ancient pottery, proving that early farmers saw the potential of this tiny grain. From the Yangtze Valley, rice cultivation spread to India, Southeast Asia, and beyond. But rice didn't stay in Asia for long. Around 300 BCE, traders and explorers introduced rice to Persia and the Mediterranean. When Arab merchants carried it into Africa and Spain, it was a game changer. From there, it sailed across the sea with European colonizers, eventually making its way to the Americas in the 17th century. South Carolina, believe it or not, became the first hub of rice farming in the New World. Every region made rice its own. The Japanese turned it into art with sushi. Indians transformed it into fragrant biryanis. And in West Africa, rice-based dishes like jollof became symbols of national pride. Today, rice plays a starring role in more than half of the world's diets. From the streets of Bangkok to the feasts of Mexico, rice is everywhere. Rice is more than just a comfort food. It's a lifeline, feeding more than 3.5 billion people every day. Modern rice cultivation happens on every continent except Antarctica. With climate change in the mix, researchers are working hard to develop flood-resistant and drought-tolerant varieties, keeping this staple crop alive for future generations. If you found this journey through time fascinating, watch more videos like these by clicking below.